Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing good. Children, as you all are aware that almost we have finished our GK book and we have been left with only one chapter, and that chapter we will continue in the online class. So children, today we are going to start with the revision of your GK book, and we will start with the first chapter, that is Discover India. Now children, in this chapter there are some facts which are very important, and if you will read these facts you are going to get proud of your country. As you can see on the screen, the name of the chapter is This Is My India. Means in this we are going to read the amazing facts about India and feel proud. So children, here we are going to read that amazing facts as well as I am going to elaborate those facts also. As much as or as far as I am knowing about them, that I am going to explain in this class. So children, this is my India. If I talk about our country, origination of our country is about 5,000 or more than that also, 5,000 years ago. So our Indian culture and traditions are very old. Means they are formed at that time when our Indian society was formed, our country was formed about thousands years ago. So from our history we will see different things, different kings we have seen, different rulers we have seen, and how they differ from each other, that also we have seen. Now different civilization, like we have Indus Valley civilization, one of the oldest civilization, that also we have seen. Our country is also known as land of inventions. Different inventions were done by different Indian people. That also we will see in this chapter. So let's start children. First, read these amazing facts about India and feel proud. First, the Indian culture and traditions are ancient, dating back several thousands of years, and till today the civilization lives on, which makes it one of the oldest still continuous civilization in the world. So children, what does it mean? The last line is very important. Oldest still continuous civilization in the world. Means Indian civilization or Indian culture or traditions are ancient, dating back. As I told you just now that our traditions and culture were laid at that time only when our Indian country is originate. So after that still our Indian culture or tradition or our civilization is the oldest one, still it continuously developing and a continuous civilization in the world. Now next important, now in this continuous civilization you can take name of Indus Valley civilization. If we will see that Indus Valley civilization, that civilization is about 5,000 years ago or approximately 2,000 to 3,000 years back. But that civilization has everything. Whatever we require nowadays, that is there. Drainage, proper drainage system, bath that huge swimming pool also. Then toilet systems are also there. Proper water system, duplex house, then granary, storage of granary they are having. Then safety from or the natural disasters also were there. Then why these civilization get ended? So it is like that Aryans, those who attack on India, they were coming from other country and they have attack on India. After attacking, after the attack of um, that Aryans, that civilization got buried. So now we'll come to the second very important point, that India is the land of inventions. That I hope you all have heard many times. That India is a land of inventions. Some of the most notable inventions are the zero, buttons, cotton cultivations, chess, shampoo, Ayurvedic medicines, yoga, ruler, radio oblique wireless communications, binary code and fiber optics. These are the few things where India stood first and India is inventing all these things. So as you all have heard many times that zero was invented in our country. Then buttons, cotton cultivation, how to cultivate, how to produce cotton, that also was introduced by India only. Now chess, again that game was introduced by our country. Shampoo, Ayurveda, these yoga, all these medicinal methodology was invented. Like if I have to talk about homeopathy also, so that also was invented here only in our country. Now, if I'll talk about that surgery also, that surgery or that procedure is also getting invented in our country only. Shushur was the first who has done the surgery. So now we'll come to next, that yoga. Now yoga has been practiced for more than 5,000 years. And in the recent decades, the global interest in this form of healing and activity has massively increased around the world. Now, you have always heard that old is gold. So this yoga was practiced in our country for about 5,000 years ago. And after that, right now again our country started practicing about it. So that is again a new thing that our country started practicing about it. And in recent time, different people are taking interest in yoga, doing these kind of a activity, and this is taking as a healing therapy. And this activity, like nowadays we were celebrating International Yoga Day. So yoga is not, actually yoga was invented in our country, but nowadays it was done by different countries. So again yoga is an important part. Then we'll come to next, there are at least 454 actively spoken languages. See, and in India, you must have heard about it, that every 5 miles, after every 5 miles, the language is getting changed. Now, in Uttar Pradesh, you all are aware that in Uttar Pradesh, in Bihar, the people, those who are there in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, their regional language is Bhojpuri. But that touch of Bhojpuri is getting changed after every 5 miles. That in Varanasi we were speaking different kind of a Bhojpuri language, but if you will go to Allahabad or go to other cities which were there in Uttar Pradesh only, if you will go to Lucknow, they were speaking that Nawabi Bhasha. So that was again an important point, that actively spoken language is about 454, and official language that you all are aware of it, that 22 official language, in which Regional languages are also included, like that in Bihar and Uttar Pradesh we have Hindi as an official language. Then we have Punjab. In Punjab we have Punjabi. Then we have in southern part also Tamil Nadu, Tamil language has got an as an considered as an official language. So again 22 official language is an important part. Now next is India is home to the second largest English speaking population in the world. So India is home to the second largest English speaking populations, that most of the population of our country is speaking English. So our country becomes second largest English speaking population in the world. Now more than 70% spices of the world come from India only. Why? Because spices, Kerala, only Kerala is the state which is producing more than many types of spices, and that was exported to the different countries also. Now we'll come to next. India household hold 11% of the world's total gold. Indian household means that in our houses we have uh, 11% of the world's total gold. Now how rich is our country? You can see this. Now India has more people using the internet than the entire population of US. So India has more people using internet than the entire population of US. Yes. So many people nowadays, each and every people is having one or two SIMs. Most of them are having two SIMs, and they were doing recharge of and using their internet facility. So that is an important thing, and this is your first chapter, that this is my India. So we have seen few important things about India. Now we are going to start with our chapter 2, first Indian woman 2. So here you are going to identify the woman, and then after that from the help box you are going to write the answer. Now first Indian woman 2. Now Indian women have been pioneers in various fields. Identify these Indian women achievers using the given clues. Now number 1 is first woman president of UN General Assembly. So here we are going to talk about the first woman president of Indian origination only. So the correct answer, you have to see the correct answer from the help box. Help box is given just below that page. That is first answer. That is first woman president of UN General Assembly. That is Vijay Lakshmi Pandit. Vijay Lakshmi Pandit. That is again an important thing. Vijay Lakshmi Pandit is a huge name in as a president of UN General Assembly. Now first Indian woman to win Booker Prize. The first woman who win Booker Prize, that is Arundhati Roy. Arundhati Roy. Arundhati Roy won the first Booker Prize. Now we'll come to third, first woman ambassador. First woman ambassador, that is Miss C.B. Muthamma. C.B. D is the correct answer. C.B. Muthamma. So what do you know or what do you understand by first woman ambassador? So woman ambassador means one who represents that particular country, that particular thing. So that is ambassador, and here the correct answer is Miss C.B. Muthamma. Now next number 4 is first woman air vice marshal. Vice Marshal. So the correct answer is Padmavati Bandyopadhyay. Padmavati Bandyopadhyay. Now we'll come to next. First woman judge in Supreme Court, Fatima Bibi. Fatima Bibi. Next, first woman lieutenant general or lieutenant general. So what is this? That is your G. Punita Arora. Punita Arora is the first woman lieutenant general. Now, first Indian woman mountaineer to scale the 7 continental peaks. So that is E part. Premlata Agrawal. Premlata Agrawal, the first woman governor of independent India, that is Sarojini Naidu. And you can see their pictures also. Fine. Just below that, like just on one side, you can see here that 7 and 8, and one of the picture is of Premlata Agrawal, as well as the second picture is of Sarojini Naidu. So Sarojini Naidu is a huge name in our political parties also, and she became the first governor of independent India. So again, very important this chapter. Now this chapter is why this chapter is important, because first Indian woman in any field. So that is a matter of pride for our country, and we have to learn that woman or that first woman mountaineer or first woman governor or first woman lieutenant general and first woman judge in Supreme Court. So first woman judge is Fatima Bibi. Fine. Okay. So here you have been given with different clues, and then we were writing the answers, and we are telling the children how to write it. So I hope this chapter 2 is also clear. Now children, what we are going to do next, like after first Indian woman 2, that also we have finished. Now one of the chapter, that doorways to entertainment. Doorways to entertainment, that we are about to start in the next class. So but today only I am going to continue with that only, doorways to entertainment. Nowadays children, we have different industries or different people were required in the technical support of that of our country. So doorways to entertainment, that the so children, that is again an important one. So before we'll start that, this first Indian woman and the chapter 1 which I have told you that you all are going to do to learn it properly, and that will make you understand that how to learn or how to give answers of these questions. So first one, that is related to our country, and the second again that is related to our country, and first Indian woman to different places we have done. So now children, doorways to entertainment, that is again an important topic, and that was left in your GK book. So that I am going to continue after this revision, and this revision is very important. You all are going to revise the chapters along with this video. So let's start that chapter number 51, that is doorways to entertainment. So students, now we are going to revise our next chapter, that is chapter 13, that is handicrafts of West India. Handicrafts of West India. Now here we were talking about West India. West India is which part of our country? West India means we were talking about Gujarat or Rajasthan, they comes in West India. Even Maharashtra also comes in West India only. Fine. East, West, North, and then South. So here we were talking about the West one. Now India is rich in culture and craft, well depicted in its handicrafts, be it decorative pieces, jewelry, or clothes. Now the handicrafts are famous the world over. Now, if I'll talk about handicrafts means the craft which is done by hand. And here in this handicraft we will include your painting also, we will include your embroidery also, we will include the work which is done. Handicraft means it is not only with embroidery, it is not only with painting. Whatever things which we are making, or the something that is creative, that is different from that machine work, so that is known as handicraft. It can be done in jewelry also, it can be done on clothes also, it can be done in shoes also, it can be done on bags also. So in our country, if we will find it out that Rajasthan and Gujarat are quite famous for that. Rajasthan and Gujarat, these two states are quite famous for their handicrafts. If you will went to Jaipur or Udaipur or that places of some certain regions of Rajasthan, you just find it out that they have such a huge kind of a culture and that handicrafts. You have heard about Suraj Kund Mela also. That Suraj Kund Mela is there that in Rajasthan only. And if we'll talk about Surat, Surat doesn't need any introduction regarding this handicraft and all. So that is very important, handicrafts. Now here you can see the identify the some of the well-known handicrafts from the western states of India. You can find it out that one picture you can see that picture which is done on a piece of a cloth, and this cloth is quite famous for what kind of a work, that is bee. Here you have been given with the help box also on the next page, that is carved, that is what kind of a craft is this. So that is B. Fine. And then we can come to the jewelry also. Jewelry also, if you'll find it out, that is abla. The first one is abla mirror embroidery in Gujarat. And then the next is that you can see this kind of a embroidery, you will find it out, this jewelry, that kind of a, that is a artwork which is done on stones. Then the third one is the Kolhapuri chappal, which is quite famous, that is comes from Maharashtra. The third one is that Kolhapuri. So these are the quite famous. If I'll talk about now, that handmade Kolhapuri leather footwear which comes from Maharashtra. Basically, if I talk about this, all these artwork, all these handicraft, so I'm going to talk about only the three states, that is Gujarat, Rajasthan and Maharashtra. So these artwork will be done over there only, in Gujarat, in Maharashtra and in Rajasthan. This Kolhapuri famous leather sleepers were from Kolhapur, which is a city in Maharashtra. Again, this silk artwork you can see on the clothes, silk saris again, which is a brand of Gujarat only, silk work. Then we have this wooden work, also you will find it out over there only. Now container you can see, and that silk work again you can find it out. Now if you will see the screen, you just find it out that answers are already written over there, L, M, D, and from there you can write the answer, and then you can match those answers from the help box. You can match the answers from the help box. See, these kind of a container usually you are not going to find it out. These containers are quite famous because they are made up of Bichom village pottery, Goa. That is some kind of a, like number 8 also you can see, eighth picture if you will see, you can see that 8th picture, that is of a silk sari, which you will find it out. From where you will find it out, that silk sari? That is Kota Doria cotton weave from Rajasthan. From Rajasthan you will get this Kota Doria cotton weave. That is quite famous. Now wooden furniture also, that is quite famous from Goa. In a Goa we will get certain kind of furnitures which nowadays usually you are not going to find it out. And this is your unit 3 in your book. Bangles also, if I'll come to 15th, that is bangle. And bangle is again seashell craft also, that is quite famous. This seashell craft also, this you can see that Ganpati and even those different idols can be made with that seashell. Then this silk also, silk saris also will be formed. Now what you have to remember, you have to remember the particular state which is famous for. If I'll talk apart from these pictures which have been given in your book, apart from that you must be knowing that in Rajasthan, that is Bandhani, that saris, Bandhani kind of a saris, Bandhani saris were quite famous from Rajasthan. And the sleepers which are formed with the skin of camel, ऊँट की जो स्किन होती है उसके जो स्लीपर्स फॉर्म होते हैं, दैट इज़ अगेन वेरी फेमस फ्रॉम राजस्थान. जूतियाँ बनाई जाती हैं उससे. एंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर क्वाइट फेमस फ्रॉम राजस्थान. बांधनी एंड दिस राजस्थानी जयपुरी रजाई एंड ऑल blankets, those are quite famous. Again they come in handicrafts also. Some of that it is used in machines, but rest of that is used by, or that was done with the hands only. So all these things are quite important. You all will learn about all these things, and in this video we have revised first three unit 1, that is unit 1, then this is my India, then unit 2 famous women, and then this unit 3, that is handicraft, famous handicrafts of West India. West India, now the whole country is divided into 4 parts: North India, South India, East India and West India, and they were sharing different culture also. So these handicrafts are quite important for that all. You will revise these 3 units, and problems we are going to take it in the online class. So here I am going to finish the class for today. So that's all for today, children. I hope the things which we have done today, that is quite clear to you all. And if we will be having some doubt, see, current affairs you are going to learn on daily basis. You will read newspaper, watch television at once, and that you will do it. And apart from that, you will be doing that learning. Subscribe any one current affair channel and Study current affairs from that. So that will help you for your GK exam. That's all for today, children. Have a good day.